Now that was so fun. This lens is an absolute beast, specifically on this A1 as well. Like, such an amazing combo when it comes to sports and wildlife photography and videography, because I did a lot of video on this, but I'm gonna have to hand this back to Sony sometime soon. But we're not gonna be talking about that camera and that lens. We're actually going to be talking about audio today, and the audio that you've been hearing throughout pretty much this whole video. And I love shotgun miking a lot of my YouTube videos. Obviously you can hear the shotgun mic that's just above me. This is my normal audio that I usually have, but we're going to be talking about the Xvive U6, which is this mic right here that I'm hiding underneath me. Wireless lav systems are really beneficial when it comes to filmmaking, because there's so many situations that you can't boom a mic over the top, or you need a secondary microphone in case one fails, because there is just that one time that you just boom over the top and you're like, should be sweet, and it fails. You have zero audio, and it's just like, all I've got is my on-camera audio. You don't want to be in that situation. If you need this for wedding videography, if you need this for interviews, this could be a really good thing, and that's what we're going to be discussing today. So the Xvive U6 is a compact wireless microphone system that has 2.4 gigahertz wireless transmission. It has a high resolution of 24-bit and 48 kilohertz audio. It has less than 5 milliseconds of latency, a 3 receiver output level setting of 0 decibels, -10 decibels, and -20 decibels. It can transmit a solid connection of up to 90-foot range, and it can last up to 4 hours of recording. Now, one of the biggest benefits about having this wireless mic is that you can obviously attach this directly to the camera. If this is on a car rig like this, you don't actually have to have an external recorder capturing your audio. You can just obviously transmit it directly to the camera. And you can actually put this somewhere else and hide it so it's not actually in shot. You can have it exactly like this. If you do have some actors, you know, side by side, you're still going to be capturing the audio, which, you know, obviously is great. Now, they do call this the hook and loop fasteners. So essentially they're just like Velcro backing that you stick onto the back of the device, and then you peel off the back, stick it onto the person's skin, and away you go. Obviously, if they've got a hairy chest, then you obviously got to consider, you know, should I be sticking this to their hairy chest, or you can put it onto the underneath of the shirt. Now, it's funny because I was just like taking this off, and it is on there quite strong. Woo. Luckily, I don't have any chest hairs because I probably really haven't gone through puberty in my, you know, older years or younger years or ever. But if you are sticking this to someone with quite hairy chest, yeah, just be careful, because it's good 3M stickers. Quality. But like I said, when it comes to wedding situations, you can conceal this if you really wanted to. So you don't have like this, you know, little lavalier microphone poking out at the top. It really depends on the filmmaking style, if you want to conceal it or if you want to actually show it. So you do have that little bit of versatility there. Now, if you do want to use this clip that's included, you can obviously use this, or you can attach it to the outside of the shirt as well. So instead of having it underneath, you can just attach it to the outside of the shirt like this. So the great thing about having a lav mic like this is that you can obviously walk away from the camera and still be heard. And obviously if you have a shotgun mic, you're not going to be able to hear it because it's on top of the camera and you're just too far away. So you're able to do a whole bunch of things like this and get super wide, super close, however you want, talk wherever you want, and just be heard. So it's great for vlogging. How's it snow? Right. As you can see, I took the Xvive U6 all the way through New Zealand, and this is what actually allowed me to do a lot of vlogging and a lot of talking to the camera while I was out and about. And that's the great thing about having a wireless microphone system, is that you can pretty much walk away from the camera and still get quality audio. So when it comes to the range, it's only up to 90 feet, which isn't as much as the competitors. And 90 feet's about 27 meters, and that's not very far, but there's a lot of situations where you're probably not going to be outside that. And range tests, not really a fan of a range test, because I really don't understand why you're walking so far away from the camera. And you know, if you are walking that far away from the camera, you're probably going to want an external recorder where it records directly into the device so it doesn't cut out. So there are other devices out there that have SD cards that you can insert into the device and obviously record directly into the device if it does drop out. But we're going to be testing a little bit of this range. We'll go downstairs. So I've got the 15mm Sony lens on the Sony Alpha 1, and we're going to go downstairs and obviously test this audio to see if it's going to cut out just through walls and stuff. So it's within proximity, 2-story house. So it's quite practical, I guess, in terms of a range and signal quality test. But the video is going to be dropping on using APS-C lenses on full frame cameras soon. I'm working on one of those videos, but let's keep going downstairs and we'll test the range. So Sony Alpha 1 range test right now, and you got Azalea here. Do you want to say something to the camera? We're downstairs in my lounge room, so hopefully you can still hear us. Can't have that on. That might be might get flagged in a YouTube video. What are you eating? What is it? A roll up?
Yeah.
Is it yummy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just wrap it up.
You what? You wrapped it up. Is it sticky?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, I can't have this audio.
That's mine.
Yeah, you have. I'll go back upstairs, okay?
Okay.
All right. What's up? So, going back upstairs, hopefully that didn't drop out. That's pretty much downstairs in comparison to the studio. And we'll head back upstairs. And hopefully that didn't drop out. But if you do want to check out my LUT as well, the link will be in the description below. This whole video was graded with my LUT. And we are back. What do you think? Now there is permanent Velcro on this device right here. So if you do have any other Velcro clips, you can actually put this directly onto that. So that's kind of cool how they've actually done that. So you don't just have to stick Velcro onto the outside of this device. But like I said, this has great versatility, and using this as a backup audio absolutely is recommended. I don't just like using one audio device because, like I said, if that does fail or if it does clip, you have a second audio to use, and it's almost like an insurance policy. And as filmmakers, we need that. You can't just have one thing and then just let it fail, then you're completely buggered. Especially, like I said, if you are in a wedding situation and some other audio does fail, you do have something as a backup. Okay, so let's talk about some of the downsides of this thing. Now the downsides, it only does come with just one device itself. So this doesn't actually have a brother or sister that you actually pair this with. It's just one by itself. Whereas some other devices, obviously you can have two transmitters as opposed to one transmitter. Now this one, you can't attach a lavalier mic into it as well. So you can't attach it in there and hide this down the bottom. That can be a downside for some people, but it really depends on how you actually want to use this. Now this is actually designed to be its sole audio device that you can wear directly onto yourself or onto your talent. Now, what are the other cons or pros? It really depends on how you actually look at this, but one of the things about this device is it actually runs quite hot, and not actually physically hot, I mean like audio hot. It does tend to want to clip if you have it on just regular 0 audio. You can go -10 or -20. At the moment, I've actually got this set on -20, and my audio on my actual camera is what I usually have with my normal shotgun mic. So it does run actually quite loud or sensitive or hot, however you want to use that terminology. But yeah, like I said, I have it on -20, and I let the preamps inside my camera do all the heavy lifting. Now that can be a pro if you do want to have this further away from the actor or the talent. You can actually have this on -10, or you can have this on 0 and just have it further away. But generally, if you do have this further away, you're going to pick up more ambient sounds that's actually around the actual talent or the subject that you're actually filming. And like I said, you do want to have this as close to the speech bubble as possible, because that's going to give you the ultimate crisp quality audio possible. So overall, what are my thoughts on this device? It is crisp, it is clear, and it has really, really, really good audio. Obviously, there is a key difference between these kind of audio devices and shotgun mics. I tend to love shotgun mics. They do sound a little bit more fuller, but it really depends on how you're actually going to be processing this in post as well. So if you do want to touch the audio up, you obviously can in whatever kind of audio program you use, Audition, Premiere Pro, Avid. It really depends on which one you use, but you can sort of adjust the sound to your liking. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. That would be absolutely amazing. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. The link will be in the description below if you do want to check out this device. It's fabulous. It's called Xvive U6. Pick it up if you really want to. Like I said, it's great to have as a secondary audio or a primary audio. It really depends on how you actually want to use this in your filmmaking journey. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one. All right, let's get it.